Alright, so today we're going to do the shift shaft on the engine. We're going to hit the big bore kit up. We're going to put that all together. Hopefully pretty much fully assemble the entire engine with all the new powder coated parts, and you're really going to kind of get to see a little bit of the, like, you're going to start seeing some things come together now finally. So what's gonna happen today is we're gonna be working on some wheels. So hub, rim. That's what we're gonna do. So let's get on that. This is the start of day 3. First day was like the complete breakdown of everything, trying to clean as much as I could. Day 2 was powder coating, like the whole entire day. Disassembling some engine stuff. Day 3 is gonna be wheels, a little bit more powder coating, and then I'm going to show you before and after on this other set of wheels as well. But a little bit more powder coating, and then we're going to be diving into putting in the big bore kit and going from there. This is going to tie into this build. I know you don't really know how it's going to, you know, fare out yet, but this is the accent color, and I think it's going to tie into the build like incredibly well, and we'll see. So let me know. Here we go. Always have to preemptively think. So this one has to go behind this one to here. Wait a minute, let me see what's going on here. I lied, so I truly don't know what the hell I'm doing either. What we're learning here is just always take pictures, always. We just started the rear wheel here, and what we found out is we took all the spokes apart. We disassembled this wheel the other day, but we didn't notice something. These two spokes are different. Looks the same, right? One of them is longer than the other. See how the bottom one's longer? It's just got a longer distance from the 90 to the head. So anyways, this is right, but it goes from the outside of the hub to here. This is where you're gonna use your longer 90. If you do not use your longer 90, this will be pointed upward and it will not want to go in the rim. The longer 90 allows it to come through and then kind of bring it back down. If you use the short 90, it will not work. Or you'll be bending spokes. That's, you know, that's what you're gonna have. But with these ones, with the ones that go into the countersink hole right here, those are for your short 90s. And I've been messing around with this for a while now, and if I would have known that, that would have saved me a huge headache. So there's your little tip. TB Parts wheels, that's what you need to know about them. Spent 2 hours on these things already, so let's get these things done. This is not fun. Basically, what I'm going to show you here is if you ever are doing a big bore kit, depending on what you're doing, you're going to want to check and make sure that the cases on these 110s are connected right here. If they're not like smooth and you feel a nudge, you're gonna need to clear. You're gonna need to clear this. If it feels smooth, you're good. But always check that. project within the project. So a lot of people, it's been a big fad to just spray paint these wheels, like hub and all, literally just spray paint them. And this is what it looks like after you chip the absolute shit out of it. So what I wanted to do is I'm gonna disassemble these and we're just gonna powder coat the whole wheel. All right, so today we're gonna focus on the engine and we're gonna fix that shift shaft that was all not quite 90 degrees. We all kind of looked at that with the chart there, with the, you know, the angle. But anyways, so TB Parts, I told them that, hey, we need that part, and here it is. So this is what we needed, the shift shaft here. And obviously, I wasn't ready to do all the powder coating on all those other things, like all the side cases and whatnot. So we had to get a gasket kit as well. So they got us all hooked up with everything we need. Like I said, tremendous. They just, every single time I need something, they have it here. Can't thank them enough. And best thing of all, pretty excited about this. This part is gonna save us from having future problems with what we already have to fix. This right here. The shift shaft brace, and what that is gonna do is eliminate most of your problems with the bending shift shaft. So there you go, TB Parts has one of these for sale, and it's really simple. It's literally 2 bolts. You know, you take off your shifter, you slide this thing on, boom. It's that simple, and we got one of those now. So preventative maintenance, love to see it. We're gonna get over there, put the engine together. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually see how the colors come together, starting to rebuild the thing and put it together. So here we go. Is that everything? All right, so this is your stock clutch right here. This thing, this retainer actually acts as a spring. So if you look at this, you can tell that it's not straight. It has like a curvature to it, and what that does is that's what makes it. So over exaggeratingly, it would push this in and out like this. But on the heavy duty one that you get from TB Parts, what happens is they actually put the springs in there and you eliminate that whole contraption. The one thing that you do have to know about is when you do go from the stock one to the TB Parts one, there's a washer that you have to drop the clutch plates out and put it in. You do have to use the OEM one. They don't give you a new one. That's something to know. But other than that, pretty simple. You just switch that little washer out, and the way you do that is you just drop the clutch plates out like this, and then you'll just turn this upside down and finger plick it out, and then put it into your new set, and that's it. All right, I really didn't want to that one up. And I really didn't think about what I wanted to say, so. All right, it's the time we were waiting for. It's exciting. We finally have everything powder coated, the engine back together, and now it's time to start putting this thing back together and bringing it back to life. Oh, I'm just so pumped up. I'm so excited. Everything's done pretty much just the way we wanted it. I never showed you guys everything to begin with, but we have some really cool attributes that we're gonna be putting together with the engine and with the frame here. Let me know, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like this. So we did the side cases, both black. We went with bronze, the engine bolts, the sprocket cover, blacked out the head, and then we bronzed out the Honda. Looks really good, actually. Look at that, that's legit. Yeah, so we did all of that. That took some time, honestly. So we did the wheels, we did the frame, we did just a whole bunch of stuff. And we did all the engine work now. Now we're ready to put this thing back together. I know a little bit, but this is gonna take some time. Get it the best we can and try to really bring this thing out. The one thing that you will see is on the sprocket guard right here. When I bought this thing, the case actually was chipped really bad. I wanted to try to do a little bit of like what the average person would do and like in the situation, like, hey, like this is a terrible thing, and it's the same thing as like the tooth situation. Like, just make do with what you got. It's not that big a deal. You know how many people are gonna say something about this? Now that I'm pointing it out, maybe you guys are gonna know, but otherwise, ain't nobody gonna know. And now this, different situation. Everybody knows, but like, it's all in how you handle it. I kind of promised myself I would never buy a used pit bike. There's a lot of reason for that, and I'll put that clip in there right now. Yeah, so all the rev limiter and all the kids and all the adults beating the absolute hell out of these things. There's a lot of reason why you just wouldn't want to. But the thing is, honestly, from my experiences thus far, these Hondas hold up extremely well, somehow. Got the new throttle body on, thank you CJR. Then they sent me back a 24mm intake, brand new CNC machined one that they make. They provide an injector with that, and you change over a couple sensors. That's it. What that's gonna do is really open up the throttle and the air. And I knew what this thing did, so I actually had to ride this thing a little while, kind of went through some TVs and did other stuff as well with it as soon as I picked it up, and got a pretty good introduction on Instagram and stuff like that. But yeah, so I kind of know stock 110 does. Super fun. I might even grab another one actually here. You have no idea how excited I am for all that, and I just wanted to say thanks to all those guys again, and I wanted to say thank you to Jim's Toys and Such. That's gonna be the person that powder coated this, helped me assemble the engine. All right, get ready for that time lapse thing because it's time. What the hell? That's a real thing. There's no... If you do this all the time and you know all this stuff, I'm not here to act like you don't. I just, I know that I don't know everything. So I just want to like point out the little things that, like, if you're going to have a trouble with anything, this is probably going to be your biggest problem. So the first thing, if you ever powder coat anything, this is your ground. What you have to do after you powder coat, you have to ground it off. So we did that. I just tightened it. I'm not gonna untighten it. But if you look in here, like you can see it's different colored. We did grind that off, so it's gonna be fine. But I just wanted to say, like, if you're gonna have trouble with anything, that's the stupid stuff you'll have trouble with. Like one of your grounds, you put the whole bike back together and you're just like, nothing. That's the first thing I'd start with. Finally ready for some oil. So we're using this right here. This is the cheap stuff. And yeah, so I'm just gonna put it in there. And I'm not gonna use a funnel either. So if you wanna watch, if not, close your eyes because it's about to get messy. Never used funnels before, I'm not gonna start now. Turn it over nice and good. Good news.